What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host Josh, and today we are here for our 5 takeaways of the match we just watched between Canada and Mexico, in which Canada won 2-1 to sit top of the World Cup qualifying in CONCACAF. I'm a little speechless, I really am, but I found 5 takeaways, so I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. So let's get into it. If you guys are new around here, this is a series we do after each and every Canadian men's national team match where we take a look at our 5 takeaways. So if you guys like this kind of content, be sure to drop a like on the video, drop a sub as well, and let's get into the video now. Alright guys, so as you guys probably just watched, the Canadian men's national team just beat Mexico 2-1 to now sit top of the World Cup qualifiers for the CONCACAF region. Incredible performance, most historical and impressive performance I've seen the Canadian men's national team ever do. They did it in a very cold, windy, miserable, negative 16-degree night in Edmonton, but nobody cares. It was absolutely fantastic, and I've never thought in my lifetime I'd see something as incredible as this, and I'm just absolutely buzzing. But I've tried to recoup and get my thoughts ready for my 5 takeaways, and I've got them here. So there's gonna be a lot more than 5 takeaways, guys. So whatever I don't cover, be sure to comment it down below. But this is the best I've ever felt as a Canadian with soccer, man. And I'm just so happy, so excited. The chat was fantastic. Appreciate everyone who tuned in for the watch along. But let's kick it off with my first takeaway. My first takeaway is the only little negative takeaway I have, and it's the fact that we started Henry over Vittoria, which is a decision that I didn't really get. I mean, I never want to question Herdman because he's just a tactical genius. But with that being said, I just felt that Vittoria was someone who was actually suited for this game against Mexico. When you take him out of the side, you take out leadership, you take out an aerial presence, you take out a calming presence. And you saw that from the opening seconds of the match. Henry had 3 rash challenges. On top of that, he picked up a yellow card, and he just looked like he was going to get beat with pace every single time. And I give huge credit to John Herdman to having the cojones to go in there and rip him out before halftime, because it's not easy for any single player to get pulled on and pulled out of a match before halftime. It's somewhat humiliating, but he was having a very poor performance. It needed to happen, and Vittoria, in my eyes, should have started the match. He corrected it. No harm, no foul. We go on, and it is what it is, but we looked drastically better once Vittoria came on, and unfortunately for Henry, it was one of those nights. But yeah, I didn't get Herdman's decision, but I mean, I give him huge credit being able to fix it on the 38th minute and taking him off. My second takeaway, guys, is going to be Alistair Johnston, who in that first half made up for a lot of what Henry wasn't being able to do, and Alistair Johnston was incredible tonight. I loved everything about his game. I always compare him to Azpilicueta from Chelsea, and you guys know that. But it's because of how versatile and what he brings, and I really want to highlight not only his defensive showing today and playing that outside right back, center back position that to a role that no one else can, but on top of that, getting involved in the goal the way he did, not only going up for the aerial duel, winning the ball himself with that big, tall frame of his, and then getting the half volley shot off to put Ochoa under pressure, to put a poor rebound out for Larin to put in. That goal all happened just because of the pure determination from Alistair Johnston to win that ball. The goal happened specifically because of him. It happened right before halftime at a perfect opportunity to get it. Alistair Johnston was fantastic tonight. One of the players who could have been man of the match. For me, it wasn't quite him, but it was just incredible. I have nothing but good things to say about Alistair Johnston tonight because it was a all-around phenomenal performance. Which then is going to get me go on to our keeper, Milan Borean. And there's always that debate whether Crépeau is ready yet to take over the gloves. And you saw tonight why maybe he's not. Milan Borean is still the real deal in between the sticks for the Canadian men's national team. Not only is his leadership and calming presence that he's able to bring out there, his hands were incredible tonight. Everything that came his way, he gobbled up. And not only that, let's just highlight that save he made at the end. Canada was scrambling. We were under pressure. We were getting the nerves maybe. We were falling apart. It looked like it was going to come crashing down. Mexico got one back on a goal that nothing Borean could do with it. But not only the good saves that he had throughout the match and the safe and steady hands, but that save to get down and get that ball off the line. He was calming, and he was impressive all night long. I thought Borean was incredible as well. And it shows that we got 2 very strong Canadian men's national team keepers right now with Crépeau and Borean. But still, for my liking, and probably still for Herdman's, this is why Borean is the main man. My 4th takeaway, guys, is going to be Kyle Larin. Kyle Larin had a complete performance. A lot of people question why Jonathan David got dropped, which is fair. Scored in his last 2 matches for Canadian men's national team. But this is what Kyle Larin can do. He's a very different type of striker than Jonathan David was, and I personally thought he is still in better goal-scoring form for Canadian men's national team. I highlighted that before the start in my preview, and I was excited to see him start and see what he could do. And when I say complete performance, not only was he able to score 2 goals tonight, doing what number 9s can do, showing up, putting one in the back of the net, as well as a beautifully timed run. Easy little finish for Kyle Larin. But on the defensive side of the game as well, there was 3 plays back to back to back where he was able to defend in his box, 2 headers as well as a defensive clearance. He had a just complete performance. It was incredible, the passion he brings. And that's another thing that Jonathan David couldn't bring, is the set piece defendings where strikers can become useful. It's why, in my opinion, Cavallini got brought in at the end of the match over Ugbo, because he can get into the box and defend when needed. And Larin just had a game, and it was one that makes you smile. A big shout out to Kyle Larin, who has now got 22 international goals, tied the all-time record with 22 for the Canadian men's national team. And of course, a shout out to Atiba Hutchinson with his 90th cap to be the all-time leader for the Canadian men's national team in caps. And my 5th and final takeaways, guys, is going to be the mentality of this side. At halftime, after getting that goal going in, we know how John Herman is. He has this team believing, knowing that it doesn't matter what the score is, it doesn't matter who we're playing. We will take the match to anyone. And in the second half, we came out the better side. And with it, we got a second goal. And because of that second goal, we were able to get away with the 3 points. Iffy ending. I think a little bit of nerves had to do with that. But Herman has this team believing, and it's the reason we walked away with the 3 points. Everyone knows their jobs. Everyone knows their roles. They don't care who's in front of them. They're going to take the game to them, and it's exactly what they did. So whatever John Herman is doing is incredible. He is the best coach in CONCACAF, hands down. You cannot debate it with me. But guys, those are my 5 takeaways on another historical night. The historical nights just keep coming for this Canadian men's national team, and it's exciting to see. So let me know, guys, what you thought of my 5 takeaways. If you have any takeaways for yourselves, and let's just bathe in this beautiful moment as the Canadian men's national team sit top of the World Cup qualifiers for the CONCACAF. 4 wins, 4 draws, 0 losses, still undefeated. It's been a good day, guys. If you guys are new around here, be sure to drop a like on the video. It's always appreciated, as well as drop a sub. We're getting now even closer to 7,000 subscribers, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers, friends.